Hi there, I'm Jackie Eldridge, and I'm a teacher educator and a trained mindfulness facilitator. And I'm here with Philip Young, who is an energy healer. Philip, welcome. And can you tell us what energy healing actually is?
Thank you, Jackie. Yes, I'll be delighted to share with our viewers what energy healing is. Energy healing is a way wherein we're able um, to access another part of our being that is already well and perfect, and it's done in an energetic way. It's done through intention and frequency. Um, Probably the people that are watching this video have heard the concept that everything is energy, everything is vibrating at a certain frequency. And when all is well within our being, our frequency is at a very specific level. And then through the trials and tribulations of life, as we live our lives, the frequency can sometimes come down a little bit. And if we're not careful and paying attention to what's happening, then dis-ease, as opposed to ease, becomes visible in the body, and people start to feel unwell. They don't feel quite right. Sometimes they'll manifest something quite intense. And what I do, I help people to reawaken this connection to their greater part of their being, and it's done through vibration, through loving intent, and it's a specific frequency. It's a gift that I know that I have. Every single person watching this video have their own gifts, and just like a singer can sing at a certain frequency or reach a certain note, not everybody can reach a particular note. But once we know what our gift is, then we can develop it and refine it and accentuate it for the benefit of ourselves and for the benefit of other people. People have been doing this for thousands of years on planet Earth, and it's a very natural, a very gentle thing to do. It's, as I say, it's done through intention, and once we begin the process, all things become possible.
So, Philip, why is it important to go on a retreat? Because we're going to host the Power of Your Heart retreat. So, what's special about being in a retreat situation?
Well, when we get stuck in our lives, even if our lives are very pleasant, we become familiar with our paradigm, our belief system, and our environment reflects that. If there's something that we would like to improve, if we stay at home and are sitting in our living room or our kitchens or our offices, and there's no apparent difference, then it's harder for the subconscious mind to realize that something is changing, something is perhaps accelerating, something is becoming more important. So the advantage of going away for a retreat, especially for a beautiful overseas destination, is that it makes a very powerful imprint upon the inner self. And it says, "Oh, this is something unusual is happening. I better pay attention." And then, because we haven't got our baggage that we bring with us, not as much baggage, we have our own little cases and so forth, but because we're outside of our day-to-day experience, we can start to see things in a much more expansive way.
So, we really feel that people will be called to come to our retreat. And can you tell us what people can expect when they are at the Power of Your Heart retreat in Tuscany?
Well, the villa where we hold our retreat is an ancient villa. It dates back to the 14th, 15th, and 16th centuries. A long time. It's a beautiful part of Tuscany, halfway between Florence and Siena, in the Chianti wine district. The land there is old. The people have beautiful hearts. The food is spectacularly good. And the energy of the particular villa that we go to, which is called La Chiara di Primiano, happens to be what we might refer to in North America as a hotspot. Just like there are hotspots for energy in places like Sedona in Arizona and elsewhere, there's a particular frequency of love and light in this particular location. This will be the fourth time that I've been to this particular retreat or to this locale. And it's something that one can feel in the air and the environment, the buildings, and the land as well. So it's easier for people to be able to open their hearts. This is what our retreat is about opening the power of our hearts, not the ego or the smaller self, but opening the truth of who we are is opening our beautiful, expansive hearts. Once we do that, we're in alignment with, some would say, with Source, with the universe, with God, with the infinite, whatever you are comfortable in understanding. And that is the path to understanding the truth of who we are. And it becomes a very helpful path. Things start to shift for people. Life becomes more loving, more joyful. Obstacles seem to shift more readily. A person's health becomes aligned with their vitality and the truth of who they are. It's an extraordinary transformation. It's almost a metamorphosis, you could say. And when people come to our retreats, they're able to experience this energy. Plus, because the retreat attracts like-hearted people, it's easier for this transformation to take place when it's a supportive, loving crucible, might be the word, a crucible of love and transformation with like-hearted people. And it really is life-changing.
So at the retreat last year, where I was a participant and you were one of the hosts, I experienced some of that energy healing firsthand. When I arrived, I had a very sore hip and I was having trouble walking and keeping up. And I had an energy healing with you outside under the beautiful olive trees with the hills of Tuscany and the sunshine, smell of roses in the air. It was actually gorgeous. And the very next day, that pain went away and almost a year later has not come back. So at the retreat, we're going to be doing meditations. We're going to introduce you to Yogility, which is about mobility and stability and some yoga practice. But we're also going to offer energy healing. So everyone who attends the retreat will have the opportunity to do a healing with Philip, and as well to do mindfulness, as we said, in yoga. And we're also going on some really special trips to Montepulciano and to a beautiful castle where we're going to do some wine tasting, and to the thermal baths in Saturnia and to Maremma, the beach. It's going to be fantastic. So if you do feel called to joining us on the Power of Your Heart retreat at the Chiara di Primiano in Tuscany, please get in touch with us at the information below, and Kathy Wasserman will be happy to guide you through the process. She's our travel agent who's amazing and is going to help you get there. So we both hope to see you there May 19th to the 26th. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk soon.
Bye-bye. See you soon.